Hello and good evening, everybody. It's Wes and Andy back for Random Fandom Tuesday nights. This week it's Random Fandom for the week of October 10th, 2023, episode number
34.
34 for Random Fandom. Wow.
34 episodes in.
34 and still rolling.
Yep.
We took a week off for some adulting stuff. Plus, we had our first ever Fandom Party live watch party for the season finale of Ahsoka,
which was awesome.
Yeah, great time. Thank you for those of you who showed up and who participated in the live chat. It was a lot of fun, and then hung out with us for a little bit after the show while we kind of unpacked it a little bit. It was a lot of fun. If you didn't catch us in the live stream last week, we just did our finale on the Ahsoka Fano show last night. We delayed that one because of Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So that everybody could have their holiday time with their families. That is up now on our YouTube channel, so you can check that out if you'd like.
Also available on our audio platforms as well.
As always. Random Fandom Tuesday nights. It is a full audience participation show. We're going to do some headlines like we always do, but we encourage you. Throw us up. Throw up.
Well, hopefully you didn't eat so much that you
maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I got turkey on the brain or something.
Maybe.
Do hit us up in the live chat with all of your comments, questions about all of the entertainment stuff that you noticed this last week or so, because we can't cover everything. And plus we had a week off, so there's probably a little bit more to get through tonight than what would be a normal sized helping. Maybe it's a normal sized helping. I don't know. Some fun stuff on the way. If you saw the thumbnail, then you know what kind of what you're in for tonight.
Some weird stuff and some fun stuff.
Before we get into all that other stuff, though, we should open up the show the way we like to do it here, with a dose of
Random Fandom Trivia.
Yeah.
What do you got this week, Andy?
I got one for you.
Okay.
To date, how many actors have played the role of 007 James Bond?
Oh my. Am I allowed to? Oh wait, is this a trick question?
I don't know.
Okay, so let me go through this. We got Connery. Then we got Lazenby for one. Then Connery came back. So we counting Connery twice?
No.
Okay.
Because he portrayed the actor, right? So.
Right. Then Roger Moore. Then Timothy Dalton. Then Pierce Brosnan. Then Daniel Craig.
Yep.
Now, do we include the Casino Royale parody with the other guy?
I wouldn't call it so much a parody. That was just like the first iteration.
Is it Niven?
Yep.
That's 7. Am I missing any?
No.
Oh, I got it.
You are correct, sir.
David Niven, right?
You are correct.
Okay.
You got all 7.
Oh. Admittedly, Niven looks the least
Bondish.
But I mean, it's a parody. It's a comedy.
Yeah.
It's a comedy.
Yeah, but there have been 27 James Bond films.
It is the longest running film franchise in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is not a film franchise that has run any longer than this one. Great choice of question this week. Kind of ties in nicely with our recasting thing. As we were talking about last night with the idea of recasting Balin Skoll's character, the late Ray Stevenson, who barely had any lines in the entire series and yet had this commanding performance.
Super impactful.
Yeah, really like that.
Like the presence was commanding.
Bond is my go-to for, recasting. I mean, your mileage may vary.
Sometimes
your mileage may vary. Let's be realistic here. If we take David Niven out of it, every person on that list had a good movie. And Lazenby's movie, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, is by far, that guy got the worst career advice ever, because it was his manager that told him, because they wanted him to do a multi-picture deal.
Really?
Yeah, and the manager talked him out of it.
Well, I'd fire the manager.
But On Her Majesty's Secret Service is one of my favorite Bond films. In fact, it is the only movie in which we see Bond's wife when he gets married.
Really?
Yeah, she gets murdered at the end of it.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately. And then spiritual successor, Roger Moore, later on in my all-time favorite Bond movie, For Your Eyes Only, the movie begins after the little thing with the Blofeld, not Blofeld, shows Roger Moore visiting the grave of his wife.
I see.
Putting some flowers on. It's very cool.
Nice.
There's your Wes's random Bond thing.
Cool. beats more than the trivia I had.
Oh, well, I just thought it was building on what you'd already laid out for us.
Oh,
I thought that was great.
It was good. But this next part's sad. And we may be we're a week behind on this one, but still.
Well, we're a week behind on everything, so that's okay.
The NFL legend, Dick Butkus, is dead at 80.
When we passed this one around, and I think, did you post it or did Hank post it?
I think I might have posted it.
Oh, right, because Hank was like, "Oh, poor Bears."
Yeah.
And I got to be honest with you, I'm not a sports guy, so when I think of Dick Butkus, I think of Dick Butkus, the character actor who appeared in
The Longest Yard, Necessary Roughness, Any Given
Well,
Sunday.
there you go.
Murder, She Wrote, MacGyver, My Two Dads.
Yeah, and I mean, I think he's got more character roles than he has as himself or a version of himself.
Probably.
He was in so much stuff in the 80s.
Yes, he was.
That's who I think of when I think of Dick Butkus.
Yeah, because like after his football career, he became the celebrity endorser, a broadcaster, and an actor.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Well, our thoughts are with his family right now.
Yeah, rest in peace, sir. This next one, if you have a Ring doorbell camera.
Oh, I thought we were talking maybe Super Bowl Ring, but no, I don't think there's many of us that have one of those.
Wrong Ring. If you got a Ring camera.
Oh.
And you just happen to catch an alien this Halloween on that Ring camera.
Yep.
You could win $1 million.
So wait. Ring, the company?
The company that
is
makes
sponsoring this?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
That's cool.
The website reads, our team is fueling the mothership. Earthlings, we can't wait to see your extraterrestrial sightings, real or creative interpretation in just a few days.
Creative interpretation. Now that qualifies?
Apparently that qualifies.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I mean, if it didn't, then, your numbers of entries might drastically drop.
Yeah, you might not get as many.
Yeah. But video submissions will open on October 12th, 2023.
Happy birthday to me.
Yeah. So, if you want to get your Ring camera installed and have it prepped and ready. Apparently, they're also putting in quick replies for the doorbell with like more intergalactic quick replies.
Nice.
So it sounds more otherworldly. But
I mean, I'd throw in a ba weep grana weep niniban. Those who know.
They know. Yeah, but you can check out the contest as it continues to update at ringmilliondollarsighting.com.
Babe, I know we said the Google ecosystem was our jam, but I don't know. Maybe we'd be Ring converts.
Maybe. I just recently put in one. It's not a Ring brand one.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of kicking myself now for that.
For not getting one.
Yeah.
But you got a video.
Idea.
You got a video doorbell.
Yeah.
And
same idea. Love it.
You do. Okay.
It's awesome.
You check it when you're out and about.
It sends things like notifications like there's motion at your door.
Friends of ours have one, and I think they've got. I don't know if he might have the Google one, but he's got it set like the sensitivity on it. Like he'll get notifications when a bird flies past it or a cat walks across the rail. Like it's pretty sensitive.
Nice. This next one, not for the sensitive at heart.
Oh.
Tenacious D has announced a spicy meatball arena tour for 2024.
That's the spicy meatball.
Yeah. I would love to attend this, but unfortunately, it's through the UK and Europe. I would love to go see.
When do the tickets on sale? Friday, October 6th. So they went on sale 4 days ago. Yeah. We have fans in the UK. I wonder if any of them are going to go.
DJC might go.
Anybody that's watching or listening from the UK, if you are going to this tour, I want deets. I want all the deets. I want to know. I want photos. I want your take on the show.
How was the D?
You could be a guest on the show. We'd love to break that one down. That'd be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of live tours.
Live tours?
Yeah, like live tours.
In person playing stuff?
Well, it's a little different than that. I mean, if I said, do you know who my favorite band is?
I'd think Rush.
Okay, so Geddy Lee has finally penned his memoir.
Ooh.
And is doing a live tour in support of his memoir. The final show, the final show of the tour, it's a very small tour, by the way, is ending at Massey Hall in Toronto.
Ooh.
I love Rush more than any other musical act
and that's
in
just
the entire
like a
world.
Stone's throw away.
Tickets went on sale on Friday. And my wife, you should have gotten tickets. Well, the reason I didn't get tickets, I love Rush. I've seen them 5 times, and I consider myself very fortunate to have seen them that many times in my lifetime, considering I discovered them late. Front row tickets at Massey Hall for this book reading. By the way, Getty is going to sit there with a special guest interviewer. I'm guessing it's going to be Alex Lifeson. That's my guess.
Well, if you get Lifeson, maybe Bubbles will show up.
Oh, Bubs. Jesus Christ, Getty. You wrote a fucking book.
Nice fucking book. There's got kitties in it.
But he's going to read some passages from the book and do a live Q&A.
Nice.
How much you think tickets are?
Oh, this day and age, I'd say starting at $199.
I looked at 2 front row tickets. Have you been to Massey Hall?
No.
It's a pretty small venue in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Would you believe in Canuck bucks, $647
Each?
Oh, yeah. I love you, Ged, but
Not
man,
that
I at first
much. That much.
I get a little upset. Because it's like the average schmo like me can't. I mean, I could if I really, really wanted to. I could, but I'd be paying for it for the next year, paying down my credit card to do it.
Yeah.
How much do you think their Massey Hall is charging him to rent the venue? Because that's how it works, right? The artist pays for the venue and then they recoup it in ticket sales. Do tickets for any live event need to be that much?
If it's going to be the last show, squeeze that.
Well, the funny thing is,
all she's worth.
The funny thing is, they, as a band, they did their last show in 2014 before Neil had died.
Yeah.
But there was this cryptic. Getty had put out this cryptic thing about this book tour about, I put off doing this, and then basically had said, and I'm paraphrasing here when I say, hopefully getting this out of my system will allow me to get back to what I do best, hinting that there might be new music in the future. And that has always been a thing. They did, he and Alex did a thing on the House of Strombo, and Strombo, being who he is, said, hey, is there going to be something? And they both kind of went, yeah, at some point we'll probably get together and we probably will do something. They just couldn't say when. So having this cryptic message from Getty says to me that maybe newer music is closer than we think.
Maybe.
There's my rant. $647 for book tour tickets. Very upsetting.
No doubt. This next one is
sorry to hijack that.
Yeah, it's all good. This next one's also upsetting for fans.
Oh yeah.
Of the iCarly reboot. It has been canceled by Paramount Plus after just 3 seasons.
Is this not the original cast come back?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Miranda Cosgrove came back. Nathan Kress came back. Paramount has said, though, that even though season 3 did well, it won't be coming back for 4th because they figure they delivered what fans really wanted to see, which was Carly and Freddie finally getting together.
Okay.
So
now, is this a show that you were into, or would this be like your oldest? Might have been,
but I don't think she was
not
extremely
not
into
really.
it.
Okay.
Because it was back in 2007 to 2012 on Nickelodeon, right?
Right.
So right in that window, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
at least they got a little bit extra.
I think anytime a show gets, and I don't want to do you call this a reboot or a revival?
I would call this one a revival because it picks up the same characters and keeps running with the story, right?
Yeah, kind of the same way that they did with Fuller House.
Yeah.
Sort of a revival. I feel like shows that get the revival treatment, if the right nostalgia is there, they can do all right.
Yeah.
3 seasons of a show that, by the way, I never watched the original. So 3 seasons of a revival seems pretty good to me.
Mm-hmm. But Kress, he mourned the cancellation on Twitter, writing that the crew had a lot of story left to tell.
Oh.
And he said, maybe somehow, someday we'll find out how the story ends. So that to me says they didn't really give it a proper ending in their the season finale, but
write a book.
Yeah.
Put it in the YA section.
Do a podcast.
There you go. TJC, all the way from the UK to here. Good evening, sir. I hope everything is well with you.
This next one's fun though. Fans of Lego and fans of Jurassic Park,
Who doesn't like Lego?
get ready for the unofficial retelling. Now they've released the trailer, and we've linked to this in the show notes.
Lego Jurassic Park.
But apparently, the synopsis is that after finding his journal, Dr. Ian Malcolm recalls the events in Mayhem 30 years ago.
Really?
And, he fills it in, but it's got that Lego twist on it, right?
I just want to know if there's going to be an outhouse.
There is. It's in the trailer, and the guy actually builds it first before going in.
That's hilarious.
So apparently this is streaming today on Peacock.
On Peacock?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Available in the US and the UK, Italy, Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and then other countries will be confirmed soon.
Jurassic Park being a universal property. So I
Yeah.
guess, it makes sense it would be on Peacock because that would be NBC is the parent company there,
so.
which is owned by Universal.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm just doing the math here. Yeah.
It lines up.
Lego makes everything better.
Lego
It certainly makes it cuter.
and expensive.
Yeah, I hard enough to be an action figure guy. Don't get me started on trying to be a Lego guy too.
This next one, we're dipping back into AI territory. Robin Williams' daughter is slamming AI recreations of him as disturbing.
Wait, where has he been recreated by AI?
Let's see here.
Is this for like a project or something?
Where was it? I've lost my point here. I'm not sure if it was done for like monetary gain or whatever, or just people doing it on the internet.
Oh, okay,
But
okay.
Some of what she's heard, Robin Williams' daughter Zelda.
Yeah,
she's just saying.
Oh, she's just talking about AI in general.
Yeah, because like I guess you can go to like I've sent you some of those music videos
where they've
Mr.
digitally altered the
Krabs
voice.
singing
Yeah.
And I guess it's along the same lines as that. But
I gotta wonder if there's what the legal ramifications here are, because like,
well, you have like your James Earl Jones who's signed his
his rights away.
But
what about productions that are so old that sort of predate some of these modern deals where like the studio owns everything? But we see this in the toy world where toy companies can't get the likeness rights. I guess that does boil down to the person, doesn't it?
I would think so, or at least their estate.
I wonder if there's a case, and I'm sure it's only a matter of time before some studio or some production company does it without permission, and then it runs through the court system and we see what happens, especially if it's on a property that, let's say it's Sony Pictures, not saying that Sony's doing that. What if it's a character that they own and they we're going to recreate any character that we own after they've died.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see how that works out.
She's calling these recreations personally disturbing. And I mean, for his daughter, that would be like, in one hand, there'd be, hear my dad's voice from the grave.
Sure.
But in the other, it's like, no, it's not him.
Right. Yeah. No, I get it. It's uncanny valley for sure.
Yeah. And this is it's one of the mandatory subjects of bargaining in the current actor strike, right?
Absolutely.
The use of performers' voice likeness or performance to train an artificial intelligence system designed to generate new visual, audio, or audio-visual content.
Again, you said it already, James Earl Jones, who's clearly on one side of that.
Yeah.
Because let's be frank here, like there have been a few Darth Vader voice actors, but none of them will be James Earl Jones.
No, none of them will be.
And I think that's a smart move. I mean, that's
you make the deal while you can.
Star Wars is a license to print money,
basically,
right? So, and then James Earl Jones is part of that. He's part of the fabric of what makes Star Wars. I totally get it, but I also get Zelda's point that it is uncanny valley, and it will be disturbing, especially when it's your loved one.
Yeah,
it's easy for me to armchair quarterback this and go, it's not my loved one.
Well, she wrote on Instagram, I've witnessed for years how many people want to train these models to recreate actors who cannot consent, like Dad. This isn't theoretical. It is very real.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're at a point. Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, TJC got a comment there for us. He says, probably along the lines of whether they have permission to use their likeness as part of the character that they portrayed. Yeah, so the stuff that would have been hammered out at the time of striking the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, she's saying here, how do you account for people who are no longer here? Because like we've already had like CGI recreations of like James Dean and
Absolutely.
folks like that, right?
We had the Christopher Reeve Superman turn up in
The
Flash. So,
Yeah.
was that done with the blessing of, again, the studio owns the rights to the movies? Does that, I don't know. Like there's so much gray, and I am not an intellectual property lawyer, so I really have no idea how any of this stuff works.
Yeah.
But I find it fascinating.
Yeah. But she's not alone. Many actors and directors and writers have publicly rallied against it. Tim Burton blasted AI recreations of his directing style by comparing them to robots taking your humanity and your soul.
Interesting.
John Cusack said Hollywood studios were running a criminal enterprise with AI, adding, studios want to have extras work one day, scan them,
Yes.
own their likeness forever, and eliminate them from the business.
I remember that quote. Now
Yeah.
that quote's it's a couple months old now, but
Yeah.
when he said that, I was like, absolutely.
Yeah. And they finishes saying that's what AI is, a giant copyright identity theft.
Yeah.
And then just recently, Tom Hanks took to social media to warn fans about an AI version of himself that's out there being used to sell dental plans online. So there you go. He's out there and he has not consented to this, but someone out there is using a Tom Hanks recreation to sell dental plans.
America.
Why wouldn't they use Marge? Dental plan. Lisa needs braces. It's not funny. Not funny. But
yes, it is.
I know.
Yes, it is. On some level, comedy is funny, man.
It is.
It's funny,
but
even if it is offensive.
True. But yeah, Christopher Nolan, he has said the biggest danger of AI is that we attribute these godlike characteristics to it and therefore let ourselves off the hook. I don't know what the mythological underpinnings are of this, but throughout history, there's this tendency of human beings to create false idols, to mold something in our own image, and then say we've got godlike powers because we did that.
Yeah.
But at what point do you get to keep saying we did that when it's the AI doing it?
Yeah. I think and again, I still think that there is real world applications for AI. It will be
absolutely
a game changer for positive change. But
with
once you open the box,
there's always going to be someone who wants to do something negative with it.
Absolutely. I mean, you can't really close the box once it's been opened. So, I mean, it's only going to move in one direction.
Unless you trust Afterlife. Or Answer the Call. They said you can put it back in the box.
Answer the Call.
Yeah, Ghostbusters, the female.
Oh, right.
We put it back in the box before.
Put it back in the box, yeah.
Not this time.
No.
Speaking of putting something in the box and then it getting out again.
Okay.
The McRib is coming back again.
Oh, I hope we get this in Canada.
Yeah, and that's the tricky part. Despite its farewell tour last year, they have announced that it is returning once again, and it'll start November 15th, 2023, but it's only coming to select restaurants.
So I call bullshit on that.
Not everywhere is going to get the McRib.
So what, did they find a war stock of McRib of riblets laying around somewhere?
M&Ms.
That's right. You can go
if you really need one. Just go.
You
to
can
M&Ms.
make your own. Yeah,
get your own riblets and go to the bunch stop and get some barbecue sauce and you're good to go.
I remember when I was in the service and the riblet was a popular menu item. Like riblets. Oh yeah, give me a bun.
Oh, Kim never liked the McRib.
Never liked the McRib. Wow.
It's kind of
it never liked you either.
Maybe this is another one of those Simpsons future predictions. You remember when they had the Krusty McRib?
Okay.
And it went on a tour and Homer had to follow it around the country trying to get the McRib.
Well, what about the guys who traveled for McPizza?
True.
For that one last restaurant that was serving McPizza up until 2000 whatever.
Aw.
I thought it was in Canada.
Maybe
it was Alaska. It was some bizarre. There's always this weird one-off where
there's usually like one holdout somewhere.
The last Blockbuster, the last McRib.
Yeah.
What's the next last thing going to be?
I don't know.
Human being. No, too early for that.
The
Or
next-
maybe not. Maybe not.
well, this next one, if you got money, you're in luck. The head of C3PO
Oh, I saw this. I
is
think
coming up on auction.
I think I brought this to your
You
attention.
sent this to me, yes.
So the last round of auction items from Prop Store, I registered for a Prop Store account.
Did you?
I have to follow up on that because I didn't get my registration confirmation until the last auction was over. So not only do I not know how much the Princess Leia dress sold for, I'm not even sure how to access my account. But I intend to follow through with that because I do want to follow this stuff. I really want to see what this comes out at.
They're estimating that it could go for 1.1 million.
Now, but the cool thing is, now Andy, tell the people, where did this C3PO head come from?
Well, it is part of a collection currently owned by the actor who played the droid, Anthony Daniels.
Legendary Tony Daniels.
Yep.
Who just, by the way, returned. By the way, there was an on-set photo. It really was Anthony Daniels on set for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
So,
cool.
Continuing his thing of being in everything Star
Spoiler:
Wars.
C3PO's in Ahsoka.
That was like 2 episodes ago.
We're fine. It's fine.
But he is quoted as saying, I'm thrilled that the prop store has agreed to curate my collection, and I trust that the pieces will go into the right hands. I hope this can bring pleasure to Star Wars fans and collectors all around the world and give them a chance to own a piece of the real thing.
I'm loving the split screen there about how far that head has come from being all dirtied up on set to like, whoa, like you can barely look at it.
It's got the mirror
Can
shine
someone
back,
turn the sun down?
But I mean, like it's got all the screen accurate dents. Like
Absolutely.
they're still in there. So
screen identified.
The collection also includes a bunch of quirky items, such as a pair of C3PO's fingers from A New Hope, an unopened C3PO cereal box that they think might fetch between $410 and $820.
Some goofball out there is going to go, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to eat it.
I'm going to eat that cereal.
I'm going to eat it. It's going to be a box of dust.
Also, they have Daniel's handwritten Ewok Village speech page from Return of the Jedi.
That's cool.
And they're thinking that one's going to go in the thousands. But that's not all in this auction.
What else we got?
Also in this auction is the largest collection of Blade Runner props, memorabilia, and production items ever to come to market.
Oh, very cool.
And among that is the director's chair that Harrison Ford sat in.
Oh, very cool.
Between scenes.
That's cool.
They're expecting it to go from anywhere between 11 and 23,000. They've also got a collection co-signed by Blade Runner archivist Jeff Hutchins, which includes costume designer Charles Node's personal costume Bible and the continuity script.
That's cool.
And they're estimating that one anywhere from 34 to 69,000.
That's US dollars, right?
Yeah.
So this is Prop Store of UK, not Prop Store of LA. I'm almost certain that I believe so. It's going to be on the UK side. Same company.
Because in the article, all the prices also have the amount in pounds.
Pound sterling, yeah. They're the same company. They're just two outlets. Yeah.
Another item in here is one of the Freddy Krueger gloves from Nightmare on Elm Street. And they're estimating that one could go anywhere from 230 to 460,000.
Oh, wow.
So, but that's not all. They've also got a whip signed by Harrison Ford from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
I'm trying to imagine him signing the leather, the wrapped leather.
Yeah, sign the handle.
I don't know how good that's going to look. Sure. That's cool.
Get photos of it. They've also got Stanley Kubrick's hand-noted shooting script from The Shining.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's got his little details and notes on it. But apparently there's over 1,800 lots, and it will go over 4 days with an estimated value of over 13.8 million.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And it'll start on November 9th and runs through Sunday, November 12th. So registration is open for anybody with the pockets to get into it.
Oh, man.
And just in case, we've added the link in the show notes so you can.
Yeah, and then you're going to have to go and register for your own Prop Store account to do that. Got to follow up on that one.
Yep.
Remind me. Got to follow up on that.
TJC.
TJC, I wore my movie replica Freddy glove one Halloween, and a policeman wanted to check that the blades weren't real. Wow. You know, I guess there's cause for that. I mean, I don't know what the laws are in your city
Well,
So that could very well be a legitimate thing, right?
it is. I have two versions of the glove. I have one where the blades are plastic. It's
Did you get one from us when we were still in business? Because
have?
we had a couple, and they were metal, but they
Yeah.
weren't sharpened.
No, I do have one of the metal ones as well.
Yeah.
So
I've seen some pretty janky Halloween costume ones where, like, yeah, they're metal, but it's like they're very warpy, but it's a cool thing. It's a cool
it
thing.
is. And it's the right time of year for it.
Yeah.
But also, it started last week, but just so you don't forget,
What started last week?
Loki season 2.
Yes, it did. Now, I've watched the first episode.
I have as well.
Where are you at with that?
I'm liking it so far. I am definitely loving Short Round's appearance, though.
He's
stealing the show.
I've said this before, and just so we can quantify this, nothing. What phase is this now? Phase
I don't know.
6?
I don't remember.
Nothing after the Infinity Saga has gripped me as much as this. And the Spider-Man movie. And the Spider-Man movie. I have not been as invested in anything that Marvel has done since the Infinity Saga. How's that?
Okay.
I've found everything to be just kind of like
not quite hitting.
Yeah, exactly. Not really hitting as much as I would like it to. Nolan Showers over on YouTube says, "Hey guys, have you watched the Robot Chicken episode where Skeletor is getting spanked by the nanny at the end?"
You know what? I don't think I've seen that one yet.
I've seen tons of Robot Chicken.
It's still going though, right?
Is it?
I believe so.
Then I am way out of touch with it.
I know I'm super far behind on my Robot Chicken.
Kim says Loki 2 is season 2 is great so far.
Excellent.
I do see. I'm a bigger He-Man fan than I am a Robot Chicken fan. So when they did the and as a classics collector, when they did the Robot Chicken set, Skeletor and Molar, I was like, oh, do I get it? Do I not get it?
I'm still kicking myself for not getting
it. Yeah,
because I remember seeing it in your store at one point. I was like, oh, I should get that.
The Skeletor head is missing a tooth.
Great episode, hilarious.
To answer your question, Nolan, I have not seen that episode.
But now I'll keep an eye out for it.
When you say the nanny, are we talking like Fran Drescher, the nanny?
Because I can see that happening.
The president of the Screen Actors Guild? Negotiator extraordinaire?
Yeah, still working on it. But yeah, we got 5 more weeks of Loki, and go check it out.
You're right, though. Ki Hoi Kwan has just been
phenomenal.
I love and of course, social media has sort of erupted this week talking about how Loki, time travel, the whole thing, the Back to the Future kind of moment, it breaks the explanation of time travel established by Bruce Banner, but it's fine because, as Mobius said, well, time doesn't work the same way here.
Yeah, they're outside the time stream, right?
Yeah. And I love the way they did it. They totally Bill and Tedded it.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know that yet. Wait
if I leave myself a note.
Yep.
Suddenly I'm remembering.
TJC says, I watched the Robot Chicken episode of G.I. Joe in Afghanistan.
Oh, man.
Very close to the wire, but definitely funny.
Close to the wire. Afghanistan veteran here. I can appreciate that. Yeah. I read a thing going back to the Ki Hoi Kwan thing that somebody's like, in my world, in their mind, his character is a variant of Data. As in like the Goonies Data.
Could be.
Now, I don't know who owns. Universal owns the Goonies, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah. So
aren't they the ones that did the spoofing in Jurassic Park? If you watch Dennis Nedry's 3 outfits, it's like here's Chunk, here's Data, and here's
I guess so. Yeah.
Sean Austin.
Mikey.
Yeah.
Mikey.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I never thought about that. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people pointed that one out.
G.I. Joe in Afghanistan. I'm sorry, I'm still reading that. I'm laughing because that's legitimately funny.
I gotta watch that show more. But
what, G.I. Joe?
No, Robot Chicken.
You can go to speaking of G.I. Joe, this is a quick plug for G.I. Joe. They have an official YouTube channel, by the way.
Ooh.
They are currently running. Now, they change it every once in a while, but for the last several months on a continuous loop, they're just looping G.I. Joe Renegades, if you've never seen Renegades. So but it's live. They're running it as if it was alive. So
live
you
stream.
you
Got to get
go
in. At the right
in.
point.
Yeah, you're in it wherever it is when you tune in. So a bunch of them are like that. I think the Transformer website or YouTube channel is like that as well.
I think there's an Unsolved Mysteries channel on Roku as well.
On the Roku.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Just constantly playing those.
Yeah.
But this next one, they're not constantly playing. They're seeking a new network.
What?
And
Who's looking for a new network?
We talked about this.
Oh, wait.
Ago.
Ding, ding.
Yeah. Heels is actively seeking a new home.
I wondered if they were going to.
Canceled. So
I'm curious now. It's funny now, not only in cancellation, but I do want to check it out.
Yeah, I wanted to watch this one, but it's on Stars, and I don't have Stars.
I don't either. So
I'm
if they shop it around and
Yeah.
land it on, say, Netflix,
which might then pick up the other seasons too, right?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Oh, Nolan says that's a good one.
Oh yeah, Heels. I've got this like weird fascination with wrestling, having been away from it for so long. But at the same time, I still like to periodically sort of look through.
Dip your toes back.
I do. Like with things like, what's
Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah, Dark Side of the Ring. Now that we've got it, it's streaming here in Canada on Crave.
I believe so.
I've been slowly working my way through those, and I find those sort of let's pull back the curtain and show you. Don't look at the man behind the curtain. No, I want to look at the man behind the curtain. I want to know what's going on.
Unless that man's Ric Flair in his robe and he's just helicoptering up the aisle. Apparently that happened
recently.
Oh no, that was on the Flight from Hell. If you haven't seen that,
is that the one where they crashed?
No, they didn't crash, but apparently they were just rowdy as all hell.
Oh, fair enough.
But
well, Flair, I mean, that guy's got to do something. I mean, what is it, alimony or something that he just?
Yeah.
That's why they wheeled him out. What, last year for an actual match?
Maybe. I think he's trying to get into the death match circuit now.
Oh,
don't do it, Rick. Don't do it,
dude. Like,
stick to your weed and your booze.
Booze is good money.
Well, you remember we had the clip on there from his RicFlairDrip.com.
Yep.
Woo. But
Sammy Hagar made more money selling Cabo Wabo than he ever did in Van Halen. How's that?
Well, how's Ryan Reynolds doing with Aviation
Gin? I thought he just sold that too.
Oh no, I don't know.
Or it's Mint Mobile, one of the other ones that he's got his hands on.
Yeah. But back to Heels here. They say they're actively shopping it around. They didn't intend for it to end after it did, and who knows where it's going to land. But hopefully it lands somewhere.
I hope that as an actor that, like, don't get me wrong, because I quite enjoyed Arrow. But by the time we got to the end, like, and I think I speak for a lot of fans when I say, like, hearing for 2 seasons, you have failed this city, got real old real fast.
Yeah, he wasn't Batman.
It was kind of, I don't want to say one-notey.
A little bit.
Okay, so he was kind of one-notish
then.
Bit. Yeah. I hope
it took time to find its footing.
I hope as an actor that he has grown. Now, I was quite surprised to see him cast as the modern Casey Jones in the Ninja Turtle reboot.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it was a good fit for him.
I
mean, physically he was great. Yeah, he did fine that way, but again, his chops just weren't there. So yeah, Heels. I'm interested. I think Heels is probably closer to the character on Heels is probably closer to the man, which probably makes it a better fit.
Probably.
Because I know, like, recently, and I followed him on social media quite heavily for a while. He just kind of comes across like a bit of a jerk. And I'm thinking, oh, that works. That works in context of what the show is, right?
Yeah, especially for like wrestling.
Yeah.
You need a character that'll stand out, right?
Exactly. So
I guess at some point there was even hope that Heels would cross promote with either WWE or
AEW. Really?
But again, nothing has happened yet, and maybe in the future.
We talked about this before, and it's like anybody who was wondering what he was doing when he landed in the WWE, research.
Yeah.
That's what research, everyone. I'm doing research from a new show.
Yep. How about we talk about some toys?
I always want to talk toys.
Well, I know this one is technically up your alley, but you ain't going to like it.
Oh, is
Yahoo
it a
News.
cost thing?
No, it's
Okay,
it's
all right,
actually the
all right.
type. Yahoo News broke it that the latest Black Series line
Ah.
is the Holocron collection.
So I like the idea of what this is. I'm looking at these and I'm thinking those are pretty cool. Somebody out there who's not a big Star Wars nut that like I am would probably put one of those on their desk. Like that would be a cool little thing in your office on your
Absolutely.
desk. Do you honestly think that the depth and breadth of character selection will ever go as deep with this as they have with?
No.
I don't think so. I like the light up bases, like it's the little hollow,
Yeah, it's just a little puck.
the bounty puck.
Yeah.
With the name of the character in Orabesh. I like that. But as I have said, things that I don't like: non-transforming transformers and translucent figures.
Yeah.
Because when I think of translucent figure, I think brittle plastic, and as soon as you go to move it, you get pieces of it in your hand. That being said,
these are going to be a bit harder to come by
because
they are pre-order exclusives from various retailers. So apparently,
you're really going to have to go chasing.
Yeah, October 5th, Han Solo was available on Fan Channel.
Now that looks like that is the Empire Strikes Back Han.
Yeah, the What Me Worry version.
Yeah.
Then Ahsoka Tano goes on sale October 13th at Walmart.
That's just in a couple days.
The Mandalorian did go October 5th at Hasbro Pulse and Shop Disney.
Mandalorian Din Djarin.
Yep.
Okay.
Bo-Katan is going October 13th at Target. And,
wow, they've really moved these around.
Yeah, Axe Woves went October 5th on Amazon.
I find it interesting that of 5 figures, 4 of them are Mandalorian
based.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could say 5 of them, or no, 4 of them. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Han Solo is the only one that
didn't really show.
Yeah.
True.
That's a cool idea. I like the idea. I don't know if I like the execution.
Fair enough. But apparently, they're going to retail for around $34.99.
$34.99 US. You guarantee that a battery operated thing that's gonna. So what surprises me is like now. I have every figure in that collection, the regular release of that, and every one of those is a basic. I shouldn't say basic, is a regular release. None of them are deluxe. They're not taking anything away. Well, technically they are. They've taken all the paint apps away. There's no paint. So is the light up thing and the little stand with the name, is that going to be the accessory? Is that going to push these into deluxe pricing?
I would assume.
Would you just say they're going to be what?
$34.99.
So that's probably going to be.
If you look at the packaging here, right?
That's deluxe packaging.
That's a deluxe package.
Yeah. The double wide box.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Fair enough.
But if you get these, fans of our show, if you get one of these, again, I want the deets.
Let us know.
Let me know.
This next one, it leaked, or at least partially leaked a couple weeks ago. It is now confirmed. Green Goblin and Doc Ock.
We did. We talked about this.
Yeah.
I remember I saw the Pulse Con or the Pulse reveal, and I sent it to you. Well, there you go.
Yep. So Green Goblin is.
They do look good though.
It does. It really looks good. Springing out of the Spider-Man No Way Home movie, and comes with the helmet, the goggles, and the updated costume, as well as the Goblin glider.
You know, I liked that look. I liked him in the Tobey Maguire film, and so I still liked him in the new one as well.
I didn't so much like the costume in the Tobey Maguire one, but with the addition of the hood here, it brings him more closer.
It does, yeah.
That comic book version, right? So
I was good with it's the hoodie that got shredded.
Yeah.
Nice way of doing that, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a good way to pull that off.
Yeah. And then the other one we get is Spider-Man 2 version of Dr. Octopus.
For Melina.
So I'm not sure whether or not doing like a home or No Way Home version of him with like the red Iron Man infused tentacles or anything, but I mean it's still good. And finally,
that's a good question though, because I mean, would the figure itself look that different? different?
No, just I think the paint
Just
app
the
on the
tentacles?
tentacles. Yeah,
So maybe that is a down the road thing, or
or a
maybe
reissue, or.
that's a pretty good. That's a pretty good guess.
But we're finally getting a Doc Ock that can actually stand on his tentacles.
Yeah, that's cool. And who doesn't want to have their Doc Ock walking around like that?
Yeah, because I've seen so many of them so far modded with those little USB lights in
Oh,
place
really?
of the tentacles, so they're
Yeah.
actually movable and
Like bendy
positionable.
wire.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I would do that.
Now the Doc Ock is a little bit cheaper than the Green Goblin, but still a bit pricey. I believe the Goblin is up there at $72.99.
Oh,
And that's Canadian.
oh, still. Oh,
Yeah. Whereas Doc Ock, I believe, is in the 60 or
that's a
59.
leader class transformer right there, man. $72.
Yeah,
Oh, that hurts.
does. These next ones might sweeten you up.
All right.
Super 7 Reaction has put out the first wave of the Willy Wonka figures.
That is an amazing segue, but just to answer you, no.
I know, the reactions. They're inspired by the 71 classic film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, so you can get your Gene Wilder Willy Wonka and Mike TV as well as Violet Beauregard in this first wave.
I mean, is there enough Charlie and the Chocolate Factory merch in the world right now? I don't know.
Not enough. I mean, we always need more Gene Wilder merch.
Well,
You can get that Mego figure of him.
There is that. Now, is that Gene Wilder's likeness? It's hard to see.
It's a reaction figure like
So, I mean, it's going to be kind of derpy,
a little bit
1970s Kenner style.
Yeah.
Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah. But I'm
not for me, but I
I'm
can
guessing, and like I dig the packaging here because he gets a full bar, whereas the kids get the golden ticket.
Oh yeah, good point. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess if you're an in-package collector, that'd be
a highlight for you.
Sure, it would be. Yeah.
Yeah. This next one, you're definitely going to want to take out a package, though. It is also from Super 7. Mars Attacks.
Oh, that's
you get Smashing the Enemy, the Ultimate Martian.
Oh, that's in an Ultimates box.
Yeah.
So that's a 7-inch scale.
It is. This is based on card number 50 from the 1962 Topps trading card series.
Not the film.
No. This
looks good though.
From the card where he gets his brain bashed in, basically. There's
Whatever
also
do you
another
mean?
version out there that is just like a straightforward, intact Mars Attacks alien.
Yeah.
But if you want to recreate some gross settings, this is the one for you.
It's cool. I think that's cool.
He even comes with a little popped out eyeball.
Another piece for you to lose.
Exactly.
But leave it to Super 7 though to pull out like a weird sort of like fringe property and like, oh, let's do something.
Yeah, we're due for another Mars Attacks movie. Come on. All the aliens that are getting ready to invade.
I was gonna say the last one was the Jack Nicholson one.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Oh,
90 something?
I think so, yeah.
The creepy lady who just didn't move when she
Yeah, and Sarah Jessica Parker as a dog hybrid.
Right. I'm gonna have to watch that again. I haven't seen that in a while.
Movie.
So yeah. Mars Attacks, action figure. That's cool.
And this next one, I know we don't like reaction figures, but even I'm tempted by these ones.
Listen, there was a time, I'll tell you, the one time I was tempted to go all in on a line of reaction figures, and I kind of like regret not getting them, was the Dark Crystal line.
Ooh.
But again, you had to hunt them down because there was a couple of exclusives that were not part of the regular release. Anyway, didn't do it. Kind of regret it. Anyway, what do you got?
Well, it's the right time of year, but fans of The Simpsons Treehouse of Horrors.
Oh,
they got 4 new ones.
Oh, really? Are those
are reaction figures? Oddly enough,
that is kind of bizarre because they're
don't not the traditional Kenner form.
No,
they are more like a shrunk down version of
almost like a
Playmates.
I was gonna say the round
quality to them,
the cartoon quality. It's there. It's definitely there.
Yeah, like they still have the same 5 POA, but
but they're almost like that Homer. They don't none of them have a neutral pose.
No,
they're already sort of in this like
in package. Yes,
okay, well he's got he's got a neutral pose, and so does she.
Hell Toupee Homer, where he got the toupee off of Snake. You get Witch Marge.
Yep.
Then you also get Nightmare Willie, which I would be in for.
of all of them, I think he's kind of
Yeah.
maybe the best one.
And then Hugo Simpson, Bart's evil twin brother.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So really dig it in that one, but yeah, they're available for pre-order now at super7.com.
Well, that's cool. I mean, The Simpsons being, as evergreen as it is, which
Timeless.
my God, I don't know how it survived this long, but it's the longest running show on television now. It has been for a while.
Yeah, they're in the like season 30 something or other.
Wow.
Yeah. Then we got one more or a couple more here coming up from McFarlane.
Oh, sure. Yeah, cool.
These are the Platinum Chase versions.
Uh-oh.
So Brainiac from Injustice.
Oh, Injustice.
2.
Okay. I'm not an Injustice fan, but I do like the look of that figure.
Yeah. Basically it's just redone paint apps from the basic
Sure.
figure.
Yep.
But these ones are going to be harder to get because they're doing that online lottery thing.
Oh.
That way everybody has equal chance
to get one.
To get one.
Limited numbers.
Yes.
Do they say what the total run count is going to be?
I do not have a limited
count.
All right. But this one would be starting at $22.99 US. And there's another one too. The Jim Gordon as Batman from Batman Endgame.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And they do state this one will be a limited number available that will be drawn at random through that EQL.
Oh boy.
But the Jim Gordon's only $19.99 US.
Right.
So, if you're a fan of those and you want the repaints,
I don't have
that lottery.
I've only got a couple of McFarlanes. And strangely enough, I think I've got 3 of them, and 2 of them are Batman. Animated series Batman and Batman Beyond.
Don't you have Keaton Batman?
I do have Keaton Bat, but I haven't opened them yet.
You got 3 Batman.
Thanks for reminding me.
That's all they make at McFarlane.
I actually had the Batfleck in my hand the other day going, do I need him? Because if I get him, then I got to go and get, I really wish I could have got that multi-pack. The movie multi-pack.
6 bats and the bat.
Clooney Bat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clooney Bat. Yeah. I'd be down for that. All the movie Batmen.
Yeah.
Batmen. I think I said that right.
Yeah, Batman.
Batman.
Do you remember a while back the HasLab Cobra Hiss?
I do remember the Hiss, yeah.
Well, it made its funding back then, and
is it starting to deliver?
It is starting to deliver.
Nice.
So folks who back this project should be receiving it soon. The original target was 8,000 people, but they ended up closing with 26,772.
Well, that's a landslide.
And that doesn't account for your what is it? The limited quantities where you can buy 3 or 4 per household.
I don't know what the limits were on this one,
but regardless, it was probably more than 1. So expect these to pop up on the secondary market any day now.
We'll be looking for the first reviews anytime soon then. I like it. But you know me, my relationship with G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
They pissed me off too early for me to forgive them. So now I get my G.I. Joe vicariously through other people who are collecting it.
Yeah. Well, I think we've reached that point.
We
I'm gonna
have
turn it over to you, sir.
Oh, that's fair enough. Let me just fire up the old machine here.
Loading lexicon. Generating responses. Responses ready. Lexicon is the word game where you decide what's real and what is a con. Get ready. Here we go.
All right, again, it's that time where we play a lexicon, the word game, where I'm going to put up a completely nonsensical word that is 100% legit. I'm going to give you 3 definitions. Your job is to pick out the correct definition. And if I've done my job correctly, then I will pull the con. You want to see what this week's word is?
Let's see. What's the word?
All right. This week's word is...
Earth.
Again, this week's word is...
Earth.
And one more time, how about we have a
Earth?
That's right, Earth.
I live on planet Earth.
Earth. E-R-F. Earth.
Earth. Not Nerf. Earth.
That's right.
Okay.
All right. So first definition. Here we go. Definition number 1.
Energy recovery ventilator. A specialized piece of equipment used in the HVAC industry to improve air quality and energy efficiency by transferring heat and moisture between the incoming fresh outdoor air and the exhausted indoor air.
It's definition number 1 for Earth.
Okay.
You ready for definition number 2?
Lay it on me.
All right. Definition number 2.
An abbreviation in geology referring to the erosion rate factor. It is a measurement of the reshaping of geological formations over time by wind, water, glacial activity, and erosion, and is used to develop land conservation strategies.
That's definition number 2.
I can see that.
And definition number 3.
A plot of land usually about a half acre in size.
So there you go, Earth. There are your 3 choices. I'll just run through them one more time while you guys are thinking about your answers. Earth, an energy recovery ventilator, a specialized piece of equipment used in the HVAC industry to improve air quality and energy efficiency by transferring heat. Oh, transferring with 3 R's. Oh, wow.
Whoops.
To improve air quality and energy efficiency by transferring heat and moisture between the incoming fresh outdoor air and the exhausted indoor air. Or is it an abbreviation in geology that refers to the erosion rate factor, a measurement of the reshaping of geological formations over time by wind, water, glacial activity, and erosion, and is used to develop land conservation strategies? Or is it a plot of land, usually about a half acre in size? What do you think? Hit me up with your answers in the live chat here. What are you going to say?
I think I'm going to lock in with number 2.
Andy locking in at number 2.
I like number 2.
Ray locking in at number 1. Any more before we
reveal
the big reveal?
Find out who's right and who's wrong.
You can't say you didn't learn something this week.
Well, you always learn something on Random Fandom.
All right, we've got a. Oh, wait a minute now. What happened here? Oh, I'm sorry. I've only got 1 here because you gave me your answer in person. We've got a 1 and a 2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And a 1 and a 2. And if you said 1, 2, 3, I meant that's not what I meant at all. What happened? I pushed the wrong button. Let me try that again. If you said number 3, a plot of land, usually a half acre in size, you were correct. By the way,
this shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
That's right, lexicon.
This
shit is bananas.
I would never have guessed that.
Neither would I.
Just sell me an ERF.
ERF just seems like an acronym for something.
It does.
And it probably is in a bunch of other specialized fields, but these 2 acronyms, complete hokey. Made them up. I did not make them up. Remember that AI thing about useful uses?
Yeah, you're using it for the
Chat GPT, everybody. Chat GPT helped me create the false answers, and they are pretty convincing, I think. I learned today, actually, when you ask Chat GPT to come up with a fake definition, it will give you something way more credible if you put in fake but believable.
Oh,
so the more you feed it,
keywords.
Yeah. So because I was getting like all kinds of like conspiracy theory kind of things, I'm like, okay, but can you give me something more believable? And it's like, sure. And I'm like, oh, these are believable.
There's some conspiracy theories that are believable.
They wouldn't be conspiracy theories if they weren't.
True.
All right, that's been sorry. Excuse me. That has been Lexicon for the week of October 10th. Come back next week when I have another completely nonsensical word for you that may or may not stump you.
And it won't be Cletus going, I live on Earth.
I live on Earth. Earth, it's the thing under my feet.
I want to plot of Earth.
Earth. Where are we going next?
Next, I think this one's too soon.
Uh-oh.
But a movie about the OceanGate tragic submersible implosion is being developed.
Like Hollywood style or
Hollywood.
Documentary?
It's claiming to be a docu-series.
I'd watch it. I would watch a docu-series on this. I think now is actually the time to strike while it's topical.
Yeah, not too soon.
No.
Because like literally it's only been 3 months.
If it's handled correctly, and I know that the families of the deceased received a lot of flack because they were essentially, super mega rich, that they could afford to do that. No disrespect to the families of the deceased, but I mean the company.
The company was 100%
absolutely, and so I mean that's the story.
Yeah,
that's the story. I mean, those folks losing their life, privileged folks made a choice.
Yeah,
we all make choices, including the people who owned OceanGate, who apparently want to do some other weird thing now. Now they want to do some other stupidly risky thing. I can't remember what it is. I'll see if I can find it.
So they didn't learn the first time.
No, no, they did not.
Yeah, but let's see here.
I would watch this, by the way, and I will watch this when it comes out.
Yeah, this is coming from Mind Riot Entertainment.
Okay.
They're also doing a fictional sister project for the same name. So there's kind of going to be like, two of them running alongside each other.
Oh, interesting.
And he's quoted as saying, "Our film will not only honor all those involved in the submersible tragedy and their families,
Yep.
but the feature will serve as a vessel that also addresses the macro concern about the nature of media today."
Okay.
So basically, you're poking at the whole viral aspect of it.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
yeah. But at the same time, like, I see why it went viral as hard as it did, because at the same time they were searching for these guys, there was a boatload of refugees that were like,
Yeah, that's right.
cast aside.
And I think that's probably
Yeah,
that was not cool.
yeah,
Not cool at all.
yeah. But they do say that the fictional project will be promoted alongside the docuseries. That way, you're kind of getting both at once. So, yeah. But on to some good news.
Oh,
We've finally got the first trailer,
for
The Toxic Avenger.
Go Toxic Go.
Yeah, and we've put a link in the show notes. It is a RedBand trailer, so no little ones, but it's awesome.
Cool.
You still don't get to see him in all his glory yet,
But
it gives you enough of the vibe of the movie.
I mean, if that's a shot from the trailer,
it is.
that's pretty cool.
Like, they do a lot of TV newsreel stuff in the trailer.
Wow.
And they're like, oh, who is this, mystery hero or this freak of nature,
Sure,
creature, whatever. And then they're like, there's a crime going on. And then they cut to the actual movie portion of it, where he
right.
kicks in the door and proceeds to just shred these criminals. And it
Nice.
is gruesome,
Nice.
but
Well, it wouldn't be the same if it wasn't.
no,
would it?
it's got the trauma vibes. And as they say, it is very much not safe for work, but still fun. Dead air.
What happened?
Nothing.
What happened?
Nothing. I'm just sitting here. But yeah, they say the movie fully embraces its trauma roots in all the best ways. It's dumb, it's bloody, and it's fun. But it rejects them in all the bad ways, mainly that this one has a story that won't make you turn away in disgust. It may make you vomit out of disgust, though, because the film is gross as hell. And one would hope that is the case with a film called The Toxic Avenger.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
we did link to it in the show notes, so you can go have a look for yourself and make your own choice.
Well, if the trailer is tame enough for me, I'll give it a watch.
Well, if you got through Brightburn, you're okay.
I did get through Brightburn.
You'll be fine then.
Also, I've been getting through Gen V, and there's a lot of blood and guts in that. So,
Coming to an end here next, Netflix has mailed its final.
oh, I saw
DVD
that. Yeah.
out to
Isn't that
customers.
something, eh? DVDs will always be in our DNA.
So this marks the end of their 25-year movie by mail service. And the final one went out on September 29th.
Well, there you go. What we were just asking you earlier, what's the last holdout going to be?
Yeah.
There it is.
That was the last DVD
Last
by mail.
DVD by mail.
Yep.
Isn't that something? Did you ever do
I never
that?
did.
No, neither did
No.
I. Was it
I
even
never checked the-
available?
Well, yeah.
Was
I
it
remember
available in
Food
Canada?
Basics used to have a red box in there.
So I visited some friends in the US where Redbox was like on every street corner.
Huh.
You just walk down, put in the code, paid your money, it spit the movie out the bottom, and then you just return it to any Redbox.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was a neat little idea, but
But Redbox was something different though, wasn't it?
I think it might have been, but same idea.
Yeah.
Netflix is quoted as saying, "We redefined how people watched films and series at home and shared the excitement as they opened their mailboxes to our iconic red envelopes.
That's
It's
true.
the
Yeah.
end of an era, but the DVD business built our foundation for years to come, giving members unprecedented choice and control, a wide variety of titles to choose from, and the freedom to watch as much as they want."
Hmm.
So they did start as a DVD rental company back in 1997.
97.
And Tim Burton's Beetlejuice was the first disc mailed out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nolan says LOL.
LOL. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, but another ending, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure Netflix will still keep chugging along though.
I gotta wonder now with everybody getting into the streaming game, is Netflix still the biggest?
go-to?
Are they still the biggest film studio on the planet?
I don't know.
They were at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But these next guys might be vying for the title. Disney Plus.
Well, I mean, isn't the joke that Disney's going to own everything at some
Eventually.
point? Yeah.
But starting November 1st, they're going to crack down on password
right
sharing.
here in Canada. That just kills me. Like, our population is a pittance
compared to the
Compared
United
to-
States or China. Or,
How much revenue is Disney getting out of their own out of the United States,
Yeah.
where there are like tens of millions, billions of people?
Plus, their dollar's worth more.
Well, that's what I mean. So I don't understand why Canada. I mean, other than the fact that we already have one of the streamers that's cracked down on that here already.
Yeah.
Is it because we're the test bed for this stuff? Because we're just
Maybe.
we'll suck it up and okay,
Maybe.
because we're nice.
Could be.
I don't know.
But they say unless otherwise permitted by your service tier, you may not share your subscription outside of your household. And
You know what? The people that I have in my family that watch TV don't watch it anyway. So
Yeah.
like, I think when you mentioned this, I said this will not affect me in any way. You know,
well, they deem the household term to mean the collection of devices associated with your primary personal residence that are used by the individuals there within. But like, what happens when you take one of your devices on vacation or something?
I presume that it's going to be just like the Netflix thing where you're going to have to declare a primary residence and you must check in every, I don't know what the frequency is, but it's every so often you must log in from your primary residence. Which is fine. Lots of people take their streaming devices with them on holidays, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
I have no issue with this.
Yeah.
When I go on vacation, I'm generally not going to watch TV. And although I've watched quite a bit of TV in the last couple of vacations I've been on.
Well, if it's raining or something, you get
Well,
stuck
at night
inside,
when I'm
right?
laying in bed, right? I'll just
Yeah.
throw the TV on and watch something.
Yeah. Apparently, this is spinning out of the third quarter earnings report. So they want to crack down and try and,
Third quarter earnings of this year?
I believe so.
23. Wow. Okay.
So this next one's fun though. I'm looking forward to this.
I've been looking forward to this since they said it's been picked up again.
It has been picked up.
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe Revolution
Revolution. The
has
sequel
announced the 2024 return with a short clip featuring He-Man and King Randor taking on Scareglow.
I did see this.
We've linked to the show notes in case you want to go have a look at it.
Yeah, I did.
But
see this. I
it
think
is
it's cool.
awesome.
Yeah,
It's short,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's awesome.
Cool to see Randor getting off his
Basically
butt.
a Hulkbuster. Essentially is what he's wearing,
right.
but
Skelebuster?
maybe.
I don't know. It's cool though. I mean, I've always liked the Warrior King Randor that we got from the 2002 series. So seeing Randor not the foppish king that he was in the Filmation series.
Yeah, the guy who didn't have a clue about anything that was going on around him.
Yeah, I think this could be a nice even mix of the two.
I think so.
Yeah.
But it's set to hit streaming in 2024, so we do have to wait a little while yet for it. But
I know the kids, and again, Netflix, the kids series.
I believe has already been canceled.
Yeah, it's canceled.
Unfortunately,
this would be what, season 2 for
would be
this version?
because season 1 was released in 2 parts, right?
Yeah, that's right. Hard to judge just on a trailer or a teaser, I should say.
True.
Do you think it'll keep going?
I think so.
Do you want it to keep going?
I do.
Me too.
Based on what I
Me
see in
too.
this little teaser
Me
piece.
too.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah. Although you'd think that in the toy world is not. I mean, it is a big toy property.
And we've already seen some of the toys leak out at earlier conventions this year, like the cybernetic Skeletor.
That's right. Yeah.
That kind of gives away what happens to him after he gets into the techno.
Almost
cult.
like the techno, the virus, I guess it is.
I think so.
Kind of reminds me of the New Adventure Skeletor a little bit.
A little bit.
The toys are maybe not performing as well as
Well,
Mattel would like them to.
I think they're missing the mark on some of them and then doing reissues to try and correct that course. But because like we got Revelations versions of Merman and Beastman who had none of their armor.
Oh
It
yeah.
was like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a stripped down figure, and then you get like the deluxe Beast Man.
Oh, the new Eternia line.
yeah,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is just tricked right out.
New Eternia though gives you this idea, the option to create the character that you want to,
Mhm.
whether it's the screen accurate version or the well, in the Beastman case, this like feral
Yeah, like a
true
crazy
beast man.
warrior.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's great, Nolan. Thank you very much. Appreciate the comment. You guys are awesome. Stay badass. Every Tuesday night, man.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday night.
This next one is not really badass. Kind of sucks, actually. Voice actress Jennifer Hale was only paid around $1,200 for her Naomi Hunter role in the Metal Gear Solid franchise.
I saw this and I'm like, I'm not sure why this is newsworthy now, other than
I
does this
believe
fall
this
into
is
some of the
tying
stuff
in-
that the Screen Actors Guild is fighting for?
Apparently, the video game voice portion of that
Yeah.
are thinking on renegotiating and possibly going on strike as well.
I mean, so the I thought that the guild was fighting for, they said, all segments of their membership.
Yeah.
Would that not include? Does it
Uh,
not include video games?
I don't know for sure if it includes them. I mean, it should, because it's still a voice role.
I mean, there was a time, and I don't know what the stats are on this now, but there was a time when the video game industry makes more money per year than all of Hollywood combined.
I'd believe it.
So, I mean, it's big bucks. It's big bucks. So certainly they could afford to pay the folks who are the voice talent, probably pay them a little better. $1,200 for a game that is arguably one of the
Greatest games ever made.
most beloved, action titles of all time. Does seem a little light.
Hale was recorded saying back in 2011 in a New Yorker article that Metal Gear had made 270 million.
Yeah.
And that's back then, or somewhere closer to actually 176 million, depending what figures you get.
Right.
But regardless, for her to only get $1,200, like no residuals or nothing.
And I don't know. I don't know what the situation is there. Like that's the studio responsible for the original game. I don't know who they were, but you got to figure they're paying those costs up front.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. Red coming in from YouTube says, "Yikes! VO work really don't pay until you get that big name status." Again,
you would think David Hayter would have big name status.
You would think so. Residuals, though. This is the thing that the SAG, the Screen Actors Guild, has been fighting for, is these residuals. I mean, you got guys like Will Wheaton who said that if it wasn't for the residuals on Star Trek that carried him for years, that supported him and his family, it's important that this stuff is actually negotiated fairly.
Yeah.
So yeah, video games, man.
Yep. But I guess this is coming out because of the strike. And on top of that,
you know who would have an opinion on this? Greg.
Yeah, he would.
As a video
voice
game.
actor.
Yeah, voice actor, yeah.
But what else is happening is Metal Gear Solid is going to be released again as part of a Metal Gear Solid Master Collection.
Recasted?
No.
Re-record all the lines.
Remastered, apparently. But it's going to include the original Metal Gear trilogy, as well as additional content like digital graphic novels and a screenplay book. So it's announced alongside the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. The Master Collection will arrive on PS4, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch, and PS4 on October 24th.
PS4 or PS5?
It says in the article 4, but I'm assuming 5.
I wonder if that's a misprint.
It could
be. If that's a misprint. Yeah.
But if it's coming to Switch, I'm going to get it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. This next one, I don't know, wrestlers? You like wrestlers?
I do.
Do you like drunk wrestlers?
Oh, uh-oh.
So apparently Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes
what's going on here?
Press conference, WWE Fastlane.
They had a few pops?
They did have a few pops.
Uh-oh.
Red says that's good value.
That's good
damn
value.
right it is.
Yeah, it's good
the
value.
Entire trilogy. Whew. But I guess they came out, did their thing. They won the titles off of the other team, Judgment Day.
Okay.
And even Triple H seems to not care, as it was still amusing.
All right.
But you can't blame him for wanting to relax a bit after the match.
So they went back to the locker room and they do what guys in the locker room do. You know, someone's down there with a bag of beers,
Yep. We
and
do
then
have a
they
clip
went in
here,
front of
though.
the camera.
They did.
Oh, okay.
We have a clip. It's a compilation from Twitter user RGTV.
Okay.
So thank you. To
I
him for
haven't
that.
seen this yet, so I'm seeing this for the first time right
Yeah.
now. Let's take a look.
Drunk wrestlers. Here we go.
Okay.
Y'all know Kasama been here older than all of us. Like she been here since both our daddies was here.
But full disclosure, Uda and I might have had a libation or two on the bus.
Hi, Jay. Hi, Cody. Congratulations. I hope you don't hate me for bringing this up.
I wish you had asked an easier question.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Ask Jay. Jay, where are we at in the story?
Sorry, honey. Like we all hustle hard. Everybody's in their hustles. I bet a bunch of y'all lost money thinking Judgment Day was gonna win tonight, though. Let's go. You feel me? You feel me? Come on, appreciate him though, man. But man, my man, that's my man.
I'm the question. We veered away from it. What was the question?
Feel me? You feel me? For real.
Do you feel him, sir?
Dude, your 20-year-old. So,
Donnie Burgess, Network, Indiana.
Oh, you local?
Yes, sir.
local.
So you brought up the Nightmare. You brought up the Nightmare Factory earlier, Cody.
Yes, sir. Great bonus question.
Hard question.
Yeet. Let's go, y'all.
That was amazing. I got to say, that was amazing.
What was the question? Yes, Red. We are being careful. It is locker room talk. Was more like locker room, huh?
Yeah.
Yeet. The way that was edited, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's chunks taken out of it for time
good.
constraints, but
that was good. I would like to maybe go back and watch that uncut to see if they actually get through anything.
any question, or they just go off the rails every time.
Oh, local. We have veered away. What was that? What was the question? That was funny.
Silver Spider says that was great.
Poor guy's having a good time celebrating, and then oh crap, we're supposed to do an interview.
What's the next one here? There it is. Okay, I know what I'm doing. So from drunk wrestlers to another end of it.
Sure.
Ex WWE superstar Mandy Rose has said she's making life-changing money.
Yeah.
Thanks to OnlyFans.
Yeah, life-changing.
Yeah, apparently she's raking in the dough outside the squared circle, telling TMZ Sports that she's super grateful for supporting her lucrative OnlyFans career.
Yep.
So she got let go back in 2022 after images like what she posts leaked online on social media. So instead of letting the scandal just, take her right out.
I gotta wonder though. I mean, is it really that scandalous, or was it like violation of a contract detail that
it might be violation of a contract detail for them?
That's what I mean.
Like what she's doing now, there's no contract on her, right? She could go.
Well, it's her own thing,
whatever.
right? OnlyFans, she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah. She's quoted as saying, "It's been amazing. Financially, I'm doing really well. And honestly, personally, and mentally, I've been doing amazing. I have so much more time to spend with my family and get involved in more things that I never thought I'd get involved."
This is the second time that a career change to OnlyFans has come up in our show in the last couple of episodes.
Yeah.
So
people are jumping to it.
Apparently it's viable.
Mm-hmm.
Sex sells, right?
Yep. But as for OnlyFans, she says she loves how she's able to document all parts of her life and interact with her biggest followers, and of course the money.
Well, let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah. She says it's kind of been life-changing and she's really blessed, but says that she'll have that. I will say that I have a lot of financial freedom right now, which is really amazing. So there you go as to what she's pulling down for that.
I mean, and nobody's getting any younger.
No.
So the clock is ticking on this one.
Yeah. And like, there's the argument to be made. Like, once you put it out there, it's out there forever. But
yeah,
I mean, what's the harm?
That's true. I mean, it's a choice. Again, we all make choices,
Yeah.
and this is making a choice.
Yeah. I mean, if this was Europe, this wouldn't even be a thing.
Right. No, certain parts of Europe, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, most of it.
Hashtag free the nipple.
Yeah, exactly.
But closer to home here, for the next 3 days, everything on our merch
yeah.
day is going to be on sale.
All Fandom Power merch is on sale for the next 3 days. So if you're looking to pick up one of those fancy logoed t-shirts that reminds you of something from your childhood, now's the time to do it. Maybe you want to hook yourself up with a coffee mug or maybe a water bottle.
Now's a good time to stock up for Christmas too.
Absolutely.
You got
maybe
a fan of fandom out there?
fans of stuff, as we are fans of stuff.
Oh, I missed this one from Red.
Oh, Red, this is the epitome of embrace the suck.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's hurting real hard.
So I guess we're getting pretty close to the end of the night here.
Are we? Oh, is it that time? You boys are competing with Amazon sales. Yeah, that's
It is Prime Day there.
We're never
today
going to
and
be
tomorrow.
Amazon. Well, you know what? Amazon don't got our stuff. So that you know what Amazon can do to paraphrase Red, Amazon
Embrace
can
the
suck it. What was the question?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at that.
Well, this next one is a long time coming.
I was shocked. I'm still shocked.
I know. But the last living suspect in the 1996 drive-by shooting of Tupac Shakur has been indicted in Las Vegas on a murder charge.
Isn't that something? Have we've got an arrest?
We have got an arrest.
Wow.
This guy has been on the suspect list since the beginning, and they've just recently got the stuff to put him.
Dude's had 20 years of freedom, 20 plus years of freedom after that.
But get this, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, he's long been known as a suspect, and they didn't have anything enough on him. But in his memoirs, he has stated that he was the guy in the front seat that handed the gun to the guy in the back seat who did the shooting.
Oh, putting himself
squarely in it.
You just implicated yourself, dummy.
Yep. Yeah. The Las Vegas Police Homicide Lieutenant Jason Johansson.
Is this memoir been published?
It's you can get it on Amazon.
That's hilarious. So somebody read that and went, "Go pick that guy up."
Yeah, basically, like, oh, he just admitted.
Now he's at the very least he's going to be tried for accessory.
Oh yeah. The Vegas Police Homicide Lieutenant Jason Johansson said Dwayne Davis was the shot caller for this group of individuals that committed the crime, and he orchestrated the plan that was carried out. And
interesting.
He has admitted in interviews,
that's a conspiracy charge.
Yeah, that he provided the gun used in the drive-by shooting. So he admitted that prior, and then I guess because it is in Vegas, if you are linked to it, you can be charged with it.
Interesting.
So
we've got nobody else, so you're it.
Basically, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's the kid's name here? The original guy who he claimed was doing the shooting.
The shooter?
One of the shooters.
Okay.
He had said that his nephew, Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, was the one in the back seat that he handed the gun to pull the trigger.
Okay.
And I guess he is the one on tape that was getting into the brawl with Tupac back at the casino before the shooting.
All right.
So, yeah.
It's been a very interesting, like, when you see these cases that are cold cases.
Yeah, this is 27 years going now.
Yeah, to finally put some sort of closure on that, but only because the guy implicated himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Retired Los Angeles police detective Greg Kading said he put himself squarely in the middle of the conspiracy, and he himself gave Las Vegas police the ammunition and leverage to move forward.
You know, you think you're going to do something, I'm going to secure my future. I'm going to write a memoir.
Yeah.
Does nobody review this stuff? Like, now
you probably shouldn't admit this.
You think maybe you'd have a lawyer review?
You'd think so.
Oh man. And the award for the dumbest criminal of the year goes to.
Yeah. I guess on the night of July 17th, Las Vegas police surrounded the home where he lives with wife Paula Clemens and police lapel video obtained there shows that they were detaining him and his wife, and they went in. They collected multiple computers, a cell phone, a hard drive, Vibe magazines that featured Tupac Shakur, several 40 caliber bullets, 2 tubs containing photographs, and a copy of his memoir. So,
wow, it's like
they raided him.
That's a cake with the cherry on top.
Yeah. So there you go. Whether or not he'll be fully convicted, I guess we got to wait and see.
Well, that'll be one to follow.
He's going to court next week.
Okay.
So.
Okay. And is that an arraignment hearing? Do we know?
No, I believe this is like you're going.
Oh, he's going.
He's charged, and let's get on with it.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. Cool to see that there's been some.
Yeah.
Glad to know that if something happens, that somebody. Well, who's to say how? If he didn't write the book,
would they have ever solved?
Would they have ever?
True.
You know, I mean, the further away you get from this stuff, the tougher it is. Yeah. But man, where are we at, man?
Well, I think we're almost to the last slide
hit
here.
It?
So
we've
if
hit
anybody
it.
wants to call in,
this is the last call for the last call.
Yep.
As we transition over. By the way, the line is open. It's been open all night. I guess I should say that more at the beginning of the show. The lines are open.
Yeah, well,
the lines are open.
We're pretty open. I mean, with this one though, I guess with this arrest happening, is the other one going to get closed now soon with Christopher Wallace?
Oh, I don't know.
Because this is the whole thing, right? The East versus West.
East-West, yeah.
Tupac versus Biggie.
I don't know.
If they solve one, maybe they solve the other.
Well, maybe. I mean, there are people out there who know that just have never said anything. For sure.
Like maybe that'll be his trump card, is he'll reveal who killed the other guy to cut himself a deal to get out of this.
Maybe.
If he knows.
Maybe, but that'll be an interesting one to follow up as more details become available.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we've hit that time once again where, you know what? He's out there for you and I hunting the aisles so you can save a few bucks. And it's Andy toy hunting at Dollarama.
Yeah. Oh, we got one from Red.
Oh, what's Red saying? Not tonight, lads, but people do buy them shirts. Mine has lasted very well through a lot of punishment. Oh, fantastic.
Glad to hear that.
Glad to hear that. I normally wear one, but I spilled a little dinner on it tonight. Like, oh, I gotta change my shirt. Yeah. So,
all right.
Thank you for the endorsement. I really much appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. So, if you're out at Dollarama this week,
what's out this week?
Open. We've got snap ships coming back through again.
Oh wait, is this a new assortment?
A new assortment. This one's got the Javelin in it.
Oh, that's cool.
Again, selling for $5 at Dollarama.
Those were cool. I think they're cool.
It's going for $28.95 on Amazon.
Oh, really?
So, heck of a deal there.
Yeah, seriously.
And then the other one coming through here is a sort of Funko Pops, including the Disney Classics Dumbo.
Yeah.
And the wave of the 40th anniversary Care Bears.
Oh, wow.
Again, going for $5. And these ones are retailing for $12.99 to $19.99. So
Funko Pops, they just won't go away.
They won't. And apparently there's also chase versions of these as well.
Oh, of course there is.
So not only is there regulars, there's chase versions.
Why wouldn't there be Funko?
Yep.
I want to snap ships. These came around once before. Did you buy?
I did buy one.
And so now they are all interchangeable.
Yeah, like little interlocking pieces.
Build your own sort of ships.
Yeah, basically.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
More parts. You can build more or
ships.
Frankenships.
Exactly.
That's what I'm doing in Starfield. Building Frankenships. Cool. Wow. That's another great episode. I'm glad we got back to our regular Tuesday night.
A little bit of random.
We just wrapped up Ahsoka last night. Normally that would have been our Sunday night slot. So if you missed us last night, or you were wondering what happened to us on Sunday, we did delay by a day. That being said, the next Star Wars live action Star Wars series, I believe, is going to be Skeleton Crew in early 2024. Which is probably going to be our next review series. So Sunday nights might be a little light going forward. That being said, Andy and I, and possibly Hank, when we can get him during the week, will be here every Tuesday night to continue, to keep it random. But we're going to work on some short form content in the next little while. There's a lot of stuff that we've been sort of kicking around that we wanted to do, but it's hard to get that stuff done when you're live streaming twice a week.
Yeah.
So now we've got some time to
a little bit of opportunity, and
we've got a
follow up on some projects we've been shelving for a while.
Yeah. we've got an impromptu unboxing from Hank coming up here pretty soon, and that kind of sparked
Another idea.
a whole idea for another a series of sorts, which I think will be good as a pre-produced thing. But more toy content coming down the line. Yeah, and again, we've picked up some new subscribers who are commenting on some of our short form videos, a lot of our Star Wars videos. So I have a ongoing Weapons of Star Wars series that I'd like to work on a little bit more. So look for more of those, and whatever else catches our fancy. And of course, you can always submit your show ideas and your video ideas here in the live chat with us on Tuesday nights, or you can hit us up on any of our social media platforms. We're on all of those over there. And of course, you can get us by email at fandompower3. That's fandompower, the number 3 at gmail.com. I think I'm talked out, man. What about you?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Well, it's been a great hour and a half hanging out with you, as always. I look forward to doing this again next week, and I hope you do as well. Come back and see us next week, because for Fandom Power, my name is Wes.
I'm Andy.
And we will see you on the next one. Bye for now.